recycledrust.com.
You like that one better?
Gotta check. Yeah, recycledrust.com. And we have a Facebook as well, so.
So one of the other things that we're doing is we actually put products that in addition to the Eco Travel Show, we will put on there products that are from the area, that are local products.
Neat,
and so like your type
yeah.
of product totally fits into what we would be doing in terms of, we want to keep putting different things on there all the time. So obviously you're creating all the time in that. So it might be something we could probably chat about.
Absolutely.
You know, exquisite, she had a beautiful piece. I'm so excited because we will be able to, in the exposure that we have, forward on the website.
Sitting this as a bench, and he looked at me like I was off my rocker.
Right.
This was probably, oh God, I've been doing it a long time, so it's probably 15, 20 years ago.
Wow.
I asked her if she would put a couple pieces in, and that very first piece that I did was this bench out of a dresser. And it was sitting by the front door. It wasn't even priced or anything, and somebody came in and said, "Oh, I love that. That's just really cool."
And you're like, you want to buy this?
You want to? Yeah, I was exactly. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? I can't believe this.
Right. Like when we brought this in, honestly, my daughter, she's got a great eye for this kind of stuff too. And she walked in, and of course our home is pretty contemporary, pretty minimalist, and she's like, oh, where'd you get that at? So I was telling her about the story and stuff, and and then I couldn't remember the whole story though. You had talked about like this was the artist. This was like a painter's scaffolding, right?
Right.
The top part of it?
Right. This is a painter's scaffolding on the top, and it's old and beat up and whatever. And I happened to be in Waterloo there's an antique place down there, and one of the booths was going out of business. It was like 90% off. I'm like, yes. So I bought up whatever I could, and it all came to like $35. That's kind of my rule of thumb. I never spend more than $35.
Right. Great.
So this is an old painter's scaffold, and it's expandable. You can move it in and out.
It's like an accordion kind of thing?
Yeah,
like
it just kind of moves in and out, and so cut it down, and when
I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I know I
gotta have that.
Beautiful out of
so I just said, would you be willing to sell it? She said, sure, and she said $5, and I'm like, yeah, I'm all over it. So that's this part, and then my husband is a mason, and along with his brothers, and so I'm not sure what gives it the sort of
kind of purplish hue, or kind of a little bit of
might be just the cement. They have this Portland cement possibly that does that. I'm not quite sure.
It's a great story, and the cool thing about it is I mean everything that you use, right, is from old reclaimed pieces that somebody like literally put alongside the road or.
Right. I wouldn't touch anything that has beautiful patina and provenance and that type of stuff because that just. Well, they're over there talking, in the high ritzy place. They got their stuff. Everything's all together. I'm over here in the rummage room, the stuff that's broken and stuff. And I just hate to see that go because it's just there calling out, and they all have a history too. You just have to learn what it is or create a new one. So.
Tell me, is there like one piece that like stands out for you as far as like the best piece that you ever did?
Oh boy. Well, there's a couple of them, but probably
besides this one, of course.
Yeah, I love this one. And we're actively looking for
more of this.
Yes. Probably the very first bench that I did. That was pretty special.
Right.
And then just to have that, like. Really? You really want that?
Like you want to buy it for me?
Yeah, it's like, oh, cool. So that was pretty cool. And then I just finished a piece recently, and it was a buffet, and I had gotten it at an auction for $30. Nobody else wanted it.
Nobody wanted it. Yeah, it's like the lowly piece of furniture sitting there by itself.
And it was in pretty rough shape. There was a door broken off of it, but the original glass was still there. rounded and the wavy, and it had a glass door in the middle and then 2 doors on the side. And they were broke off. We took off the doors, put baskets in there, and then I did. I'm learning all the time how to do different types of paint techniques and things like that, and
like the old time, like the original finish.
right, so that it looked like that's how it should have
putting
looked.
it back to where it was at
Exactly.
in the day. Yeah,
And that's from way back when.
So tell me, so if somebody wanted to buy a piece like this from you right now, so you are in a couple places selling pieces, working out of your shop in your home.
Right.
So how do they get a hold of stuff like this?
Well, we're at Oak Street Antiques in Baraboo. 3 Bats and a Belfry in Lodi.
3
I know.
Bats and a
It's an
Belfry.
old church. It's an old church, excuse me. It's an old church. It's
You
very
have a
fun.
great skill for it. You have a great eye for it. That's the cool thing. And like I said, I mean, I got really drawn into your booth that day, and I'm very particular actually, and I wouldn't maybe admit to that, but I will to you. But anyway, but I did. I looked at it and I'm like, God, it was just great balance and great, just that very old rustic. Yeah, a lot of history with it. So yeah, I love telling the story about this, and yeah, awesome. You're gonna do incredible. I have no doubt.
Thank you.
You got a good eye for it.
But probably
Besides this one, of course.
Yeah, I love this one. I love this one. And we're actively looking for.
Stand up, Lexi. I can't hold you up on a hill here. Okay. So, I'm in a really sharp rock. Ow. Okay. You stand up here on that rock. Okay. So, are you taking a picture or video, or what are you doing, man?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What the hell are you doing?
Because those kids
All right.
do not deserve to be on camera at this point.
I love you guys. You do a good job. You did a great job, actually. That was really.
What?
I split the Uber just fell flat on my
Come on,
back.
you guys. It's just almost done.
Okay,
Almost.
let's turn around.
We can't even do outtakes. Yeah, crazy kids.
Crazy kids.
All right. Stay tuned in next week.
Okay. So tune in next week.
Ah, you guys got to do better than
Turn
that.
around,
Tune
look
in
at the
next
camera.
week.
Tune in next week. To see where we're traveling to. Bye. Oh my God, honey.